One of the most extreme weather events in Canadian history happened in British Columbia in the summer of 2021. A heat wave caused by a phenomenon known as a heat dome broke 11 temperature records in 1 week, reaching up to 49.6 degrees Celsius in some places. This unprecedented heat had disastrous impacts on human health, wildlife, and the environment. But what exactly caused this heat wave, and how did it affect B? A heat dome is a high-pressure weather system that traps hot air over a region, preventing it from escaping or mixing with cooler air. It forms when a ridge of pressure blocks the jet stream, which normally carries weather systems across the continent. The trapped air becomes hotter and hotter as it sinks and compresses, creating a dome-like shape over the land's surface. The heat dome that hit B in June 2021 was exceptionally strong and persistent, lasting for several days and covering a large area from the Pacific coast to the Rocky Mountains. It was also amplified by climate change, which has increased the frequency and intensity of extreme heat events around the world. Scientists have estimated that the heat wave would have been virtually impossible without human-induced global warming. The effects of the heat wave were devastating for B and its residents. According to the Provincial Coroner's Service, 595 people died due to extreme temperatures between June 18 and August 12, 2021, with more than half of them dying during the heat dome period. Most of them were elderly people who overheated inside their homes or hotels, where air conditioning is not common. Some communities, such as Prince George, saw higher numbers of deaths per capita than more populated cities. The heat wave also posed serious risks for wildfires, floods, and droughts across the province. The high temperatures dried out the vegetation and soil, creating tinderbox conditions for fires to ignite and spread rapidly. As of May 13, 2023, there were 42 fires burning across B, some of which were caused by lightning strikes or human activity. The smoke from these fires reduced the air quality and visibility in many areas, affecting people's health and safety. At the same time, the heat wave accelerated the melting of snowpacks in the mountains, which are a vital source of water for rivers and streams. The rapid snow melt increased the water levels and flow rates of some rivers, causing flooding and erosion in some communities such as Cache Creek. On the other hand, some regions faced water shortages and droughts due to the lack of precipitation and evaporation of surface water. The heat wave also had negative impacts on wildlife and ecosystems in B. Many animals suffered from dehydration, heat stress, or death due to the extreme temperatures. For example, hundreds of millions of marine animals, such as mussels, clams, oysters, and starfish, died along the coast as they were exposed to scorching temperatures during low tide. The loss of these animals could affect the food chain and biodiversity of marine habitats. In summary, the heat wave that hit B in 2021 was caused by a rare and powerful heat dome that trapped hot air over the region for several days. It was worsened by climate change, which has made such events more likely and severe. It had disastrous consequences for human health, wildlife, and the environment, causing hundreds of deaths, wildfires, floods, droughts, and mass mortality of marine life. It was a stark reminder of the urgency and importance of addressing global warming and its impacts on our planet.